So today I just thought that we'd do a little bit of a bit of a build today, and you know what? I thought what better to do than a cafe, because I found this cherry grove biome, and I just thought what a cafe could go really good here. And maybe we'll make it a cat cafe, but there's a bunch of bees around here, so maybe we'll make it a bee cafe. We'll see. How are you all today, by the way? How are you all doing today? I'm doing. This is a great day. I'm having a great day. I just filed for bankruptcy and I'm losing the house. So I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I think that, the people of this cafe, they know they're a little, outside of everything. There's all the biomes and stuff around here, but they're kind of out of the way of a lot of stuff. And I think they know that. So they want to make sure that they have a proper spectacle for, the people of the meadows and the savannah and the jungle and the forest, all of them to come together. So but I think that, they wouldn't venture too far out, so I think they would just be using a lot of cherry wood and some stuff around here. So I'm thinking just basic framework. In all the cafes that I've seen, it's a lot of wood and cushioning and very, calming presence. The main thing is they have, wooden floorboards. So I think let's start out with trying to get a nice wood type. And honestly, I kind of like jungle as the main base. I did get a little tired of trying to excavate, a little area, and it's going to take a while. So I decided, let's just speed this up a little bit. Let's just make this a bit faster, just to save us all a bit of the pain of trying to level this all out. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Baby Bunny, silly little guy. All right, so then I just do that, and then we'll get right to making that floorboard just soon enough. Oh no, the bunny died. So what I thought might be cute is what if we built this kind of into the hill? Because I really like this gentle slope. I thought, well, what if we kind of framed the hill with it a little bit? I think that could be pretty cool, right? To give some impression that maybe this cafe's been here for quite a while, I could add some pressure plates to look like maybe loose floorboards or uneven floor. I think that's a great idea, actually. I should do that. Because I've seen a lot of other builders use pressure plates and things like that to add texture to their surfaces to make it feel more realistic and less just soulless and flat. And they want to make sure they're safe, so they will have at least some hardiness fortifications. So when browsing at all the blocks that would invoke some kind of sturdiness, some kind of hardiness, I've been trying to think about it. And what? I think the obvious answer here, it's just so clear to me, is diamond blocks. Or actually no, netherite. Ooh, sorry. I changed my mind. They're gonna go netherite. They gotta be safe. They want to keep the cutesy, wholesome aesthetic, of course, because that's part of their whole business. So what? Just to match that energy, though, gotta stay sturdy, but you want to stay pretty. So let's do some pink glass. Ooh, some rose tinted glass. Why don't we make a leaf roof? Yeah, they're trying to blend into the environment. I like that a lot. Now that we've done our terraforming and our clearing out of some space here, now we can slowly add some of that back in to help us just feel all natural and accumulated into the environment. Because I think it will work pretty well. Don't you guys think? I think it will work really well. But you know what? Add that texture, like we said, gang. Add that texture. You put in some glass panes, and we can even put that over the door. Does that look good? No. Let's actually, yeah. You know what? I like it. You know what? I say go for it. What if we had some? Ooh, I quite like that. That rounds out the build a little bit more in the glass department. We'll use some of our cherry planks. Ooh, and we gotta make sure that at some point we use that petals for something. I was thinking about making a patio, where you can go and drink your coffee or tea or all your assorted beverages, maybe your Jack Daniels out in the porch. I think we go ahead and put a roof on this bad boy, and then we'll get some interior design going. How does that sound, guys? What leaves do we want to add? I think, the pink seems like an obvious choice because they fall leaves, but now all the things have falling leaves, so they're pretty open, they're pretty flowy, and they should have the leaf falling, right? No? Okay, well that's fine. I think the acacia leaf, yeah, I think we go with the acacia leaves. And you know what? I just thought of a cool name. What about the Cherry Pickers Cafe? The Cherry Pickers Cliffside Cafe. The Cherry Pickers Cool Cliffside Cafe of cool cats and cooler confections. Oh, I think that's the name. That's the name. We'll call it the CCCCCC. Oh, this is great. This is great. Oh, and then they can make so much money, and they can expand, and then the leaves will grow, and they'll make more houses because the leaves will just grow more houses. The leaves will grow, and then they'll expand, and then more, and then they'll grow, and then we just keep placing more leaves. Just keep placing more leaves. Just keep placing more leaves. Depth. I need depth. I need texture. Oh, it looks great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just vines. And now you know it's time for the counter because you know people gotta get their coffee. And then we connect it, and then we have it chiseled there. Oh, this is turning out amazing. All right. Oh, I already love this. I love it. I love it. I love this. And then we gotta have a register. You gotta have a register. You gotta have a register. A resin here. Does that work? I think that works. And you know we gotta make some let's make some seats. Gotta make some seats. You gotta have you have some basic seating over here. And there you go. There's a little table. We're going to just put some seating outside because some people want to sit outside. Some people are absolutely insane. They want to sit outside. Boom, there's another table. There's a big table. And then you know what they have over here? The floating table. They're the floating table. And you have the double-decker seat. The double-decker seat, you're not ready for it. You have all these cat cafes, hedgehog cafes. You could even, like we even said, you could do a bee cafe. And you know what? I think that's a good idea. I think we grab a bee. We grab a bunch of bees. And then that way you can have honey in your tea. Oh, you have fresh honey. You throw some babies. You gotta have the baby bees. So you have baby bees. Ah, yes, you fill it with bees. And if they're allergic, well, it doesn't matter because these are bees and they're free. And you know what? The more I see this, I love it. But I feel like it'd be better. I think we need to have a Ravager cafe. I think a Ravager cafe. I think this is what really we needed. We have the Ravager cafe. You know what? Like I said, they can't probably they don't have electricity, so they can't heat up their coffee. So let's add some fuel so they can heat up their coffee. So we're gonna just put some of this everywhere. I don't know about you, but iced coffee's good and all, but if you want hot coffee, you want it really hot. So can't forget some pedals. You gotta have pedals everywhere. I almost forgot the most important thing. Oh, I think this is looking pretty good. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked the build. I had a lot of fun making this cafe. I think it was just amazing. It was just so fun to get to work on something like this. I haven't made a cafe before, so I was really excited to do this. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment down on your favorite flavor of bread, because mine personally is wheat. I love wheat. I love wheat bread. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Bye.